Well, hello to episode 4 of FPL Top Dogs Ballyhaunis, and wow, what a game week 2 we've had. It's been absolutely. I think generally everyone's had a good score, brilliant stuff, and yeah, we'll get more into it. But welcome to FPL Top Dogs Ballyhaunis. Hope you're feeling good. Old Blue Eyes is a bit down, so it's a total disaster of a start of a season. I've never been here before, and it's going to be the mother of all comebacks here, in my opinion. It's even after game week 2, I've lost total hope in what I'm doing, what I'm going, my plan. I've no vision. Speaking about a plan and keeping to some sort of consistency, I have total inconsistency. Had Jesus from the start in game week 1, then got rid of him because he blanked. Got in Haaland. Got in Mitrovic because he scored 2, twixed it around. Then game week 2, he scores 2, get in Haaland, does basically nothing, and Mitrovic misses a penalty. So it's all over as far as I'm concerned. But let's keep a brave face on things. It's a long way to go yet, the season. Yeah, that's what people are saying. The season is long and it's early days. So let's share. I've got a video done. A new member of the FPL family has been here a while, playing in the Christy Nicholson leagues. So an introduction to Shaky, if anyone knows or that tingles I think in their brain about someone called Shaky. Okay, I'm not on about Shaking Stevens. Right, let's see if we can share this thing and we'll just get straight into the video, guys. Probably won't have a massive long talk, although people are enjoying an hour content. And thanks everybody for tuning in and making the Christy Nicholson Pub and FPL Top Dogs family, Ballyhaunis, all what it is. All of you guys are just, you're the guys that make this happen and realize it, and all I am is just some sort of a focus. But yeah, not so much the guru this season. Maybe a season out for me. It's going to be strange waiting for game week 18 and to try and win the cup and use chips accordingly to beat unknown randoms, which is forlorn in the most extreme to basing an overall team and season on a bloody cup. Yeah, so the guru here is 6.8 million. I'm very, very surprised I'm not lower. Shocking. 87 measly points, 52 last game week, and 35. How do you get 35 points? How in God's name? There's Darwin. Got in Darwin for yeah, I had Jesus, so I decided to get rid of Darwin. I had Kane to start off with, just transferred Haaland in so that for Kane that was basic enough. But I thought I'd be upgrading, getting Darwin in, and go with the 3. And it seems so exciting. And penalty taker, penalty taker, penalty taker. I thought Bowen would take the penalty, not Rice against Nottingham Forest. That's another shocker, another absolute disaster of a result. West Ham have not been at the races. They look absolutely, miles behind in fitness and pace, and nous, basically. It's like as if those seasons have 3 seasons in them. They've proved themselves now, and now it's a case of, well, there's nobody else better coming along. I'm pretty safe, and it's about competition in the squad, and I think that's where West Ham is. I think David Moyes is a terrific manager, but he could have brought West Ham as far as he can to his level, which is it's a very, very good level. He's a very good manager. He's reproved himself, especially after the United and Real Sociedad days. I think it was unfair enough with United. He didn't really get the back in there. I think he would have been good in the long run, but it's just the clash of styles that happened with Moisey, and from there on, it's just been a trail of woe for United, unfortunately. And yeah, so that's Darwin. Shocking headbutt. Absolutely He's going to be wound up now. Every game he plays, he's going to have a 3-match ban now. You'll have to stew and sit there, and everybody now knows, and we'll see how Anderson wound him up, and this is what's going to happen. You get away with nothing. Well, actually, when I say you get away with nothing, Tottenham 2-2, that was, I'm not saying anything, but that says it all. To get away with that 2-2. I wish I had it in my video. That was a good one, but anyway, just time beats me. But yeah, lots of people transferred in Darwin, thinking it was the smart overthinking it. That's just simply what's going on here, just overthinking it. I think about 25%. He was about 26% owned. He got the price rise after the Fulham coming off the bench, and now he's not even warming the bench for the next 3 games. 18, so he's dropped pretty drastically, 7 to 8%. Got rid ASAP. You just can't go without that. So Annus Horribilis game week here. I don't know, just gonna do nothing now and sit on it. I've made my bed and I've lied in it. So what I've done a -8 so far. I'm debating the -16 and just totally got maybe I don't look not no -24. I don't think, but a -12 is definitely on. Got Jesus back straight away for Darwin, and I have a load in the bank. I got Kane in as well. Yeah, see, Akai was my free sub. Jesus was my -4. And I got rid of Darwin, so I was able to transfer the funds in for Kane, and I'll just stick with Kane. And it looks not a bad bloody team, this, but it's doing me nothing. And the Salah blank is just infuriating. And the Haaland thing, 8 touches, people, in the whole game. He's missed 2 sitters, and he's got a poxy assist, mate, for 10 points. Nowhere balling. No, he probably score a fucking, excuse my language, 7 goals in the next game against United or something crazy. Just totally lost, and this FPL thing has just fried my brains totally to the crisp. After last season's, it's just I have nothing left to give, and I have no more patience, and I'm just totally lost at sea. But looking at the team generally with Sanchez to come off the bench if Ford doesn't start, there's a new keeper at Leicester now, so keep an eye on. There's 2 4 millions. Everson Ward, and there's a new 4.5 million goalkeeper coming, so he'll probably get game time. But Leicester are all at sea as well. So I'll leave it at that. Obviously, I'll keep Trippier on the bench against City. I expect City to rout there, and I'll have him back in again and play maybe a 4-4-2 or something. I'll figure out what to do with Mitrovic. I'll probably bench him because Fulham have some difficult games coming up. Yeah, I'll bench him for Arsenal, and then I'll have 2 transfers, and then I'll just get rid of Mitrovic as quick as I can, and somebody else. And then I've got plenty of funds to see later. 1.6 million in the bank, 0.6 value, which is handy enough. Okay, getting rid of Haaland now. I lose the 0.1, but other people have done well and gone up. And yeah, Darwin will be dropping in price soon enough anyway, as people keep knocking them out. So that's where I am. Total baloney stuff. Very disappointed with Bowen. Again, I just think they all look unfit and just headless chickens and just no intensity to pressurize for the ball. You're going to get nowhere in the Prem if you don't run. And Brentford proved that the other day. If you're a good, solid, compact team with a vision and an idea and a decent manager, you're going to get far. Thomas Frank, I think, is the manager at Brighton. Or sorry guys, Brentford. You're going to get joy. And look at Brighton. I want to mention Brighton, obviously. On Potter, they run, and it's all about running and fitness. And teams like United are being found out. So let's play the old video here. I managed to get it done pretty quick. Where did I put the video? I'm gonna have to throw it up here now. Hopefully it'll come up quick. Brustiki. Well, yes, this is Top Dogs Ballyhaunis here in County Mayo in the west of Ireland, and yes, we're very proud of our little league, the Christy Nicholson Pub Fantasy League, that's been going since 2012-13, well, 14 really, first winner, 13-14, and I've kept it going. Loads of people have bought into it. It's the only one left in Ballyhaunis running in pub wise, and we're all crazy about it. It's got a record number of um, dogs in the house, top dogs up to 75, whereas last year was 55. So a massive increase. Let's keep it going. The more, the merrier. It's a free league to join. I have to cancel it at the moment. I haven't stopped new entries at the minute. And I also have, prize money and trophies for those who finish in the top 3, the podium, and then a consolation for the Kirk Clapp Memorial Cup in 4th if you finish 4th in the Christy Nicholson League, and then the King of the Travellers, which is a head-to-head versus somebody else's team, and can you outdo them in points and earn yourself 3 points, like a lot like the league, the Premier League system, its table itself. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. I'm the guru here of Vince the Wega Frayne. I've got a few monikers. Okay, Spurs fan, but I am pretty neutral on most things. Apart from when it comes to FPL, get very emotionally drained and miffed off, and I'll just keep things going while I can. But generally, everyone that is everybody has done a great job in the last 2 game weeks. I don't know how they've been able to navigate so well everything in regard to the red herrings, and that's another pun I want to put. The red herring is like a false clue to the identity of a murderer or a suspect or an event. And there's been so many red herrings, and I've fallen into every single one of them this season. The Asus red herring, think from Kane and Haaland. I got off them at the wrong time, the right time, and I think it's just now time to settle, just chill, and it is what it is, and what will be will be. So episode 5, game week 2, our top dogs here. Connor Hussey there, and Kevin Guru Killer and the Hitman. Welcome. Last year's podium. Very proud to get on it. I've done a face man. Yes, Darwin bites owners, hands that feed him or hands that play him. Liverpool 1, Crystal Palace 1. And that's absolutely devastating for anyone who thought that I'm going to be clever here and get Darwin in. But also anyone that's Captain Salah, they're going to be frustrated. Diaz was the man. It's just all random. It's all randomized. I just have to have faith in what you have and just let it go. I don't think you can actually get someone in now and then get them out and get them, predict them in that when they're going to score and how they're going to do. Look at Haaland. Everyone thought he was going to score a hattie. 6 goals, a massive haul, and he does nothing against the Cherries. 8 touches and a epoxy assist after that amazing display against West Ham. It probably says more about West Ham that they were just overrun, shockingly bad. Whereas, the Bournemouth absolutely kept the score to 4, which was phenomenal. But how they spread the points all over the shop, and you don't know who's going to do it, and it's still the same old Pep, a roulette, and you just don't know who's going to get the points. It's going to be De Bruyne scored, Gundogan scored, this and that scored, own goals, whatever, Lerner. It's just a random mix of. It's just you can't. Well, listen, De Bruyne could be a bit of a savior maybe for me if I get him in and take a chance, but I have no faith in anything of this. And Darwin now, we've been warned in the top dogs group that it's a absolutely, I've told he's rubbish and he's no good and he's going to flop, and I should have listened. I have not been listening to our own residents, top dogs. They've tried to warn me. Adrian Starman Phillips has tried to warn me. Connor Hussmeister Hussey's tried to warn me. Han Solo Fitzmaurice tried to warn me about this guy. Didn't listen. And that's the problem. Pride to go before fall, or what's it called? Boastfulness, or arrogance or brashness or whatever it is, I didn't listen. There you go. Ten Hag's new story has the first game of the season losing out to Brighton, I think 2-1. And it's the same old story. 10 years of rot and decay at United, generally since 2012 when they last won, 13 maybe. New story further forsaken by the Busy Bees, and Busy Bees because they ran 8.5 kilometers collectively more than the Red Devils themselves, which is a terrible indictment. And you're not going to win games without the effort. You can't just show up and just kick the ball about and just not run and expect the other team to give up. There's too much at stake. There's too much money, and it's absolutely dog eat dog in that Premier League, and you're not going to get anywhere unless you show that commitment. Hag got his players in early the next day. He cancelled the day off, and he forced them to run 12.3 kilometers. Has a kind of, well, there you go, you're going to run now. And I think that's the only way to do it. He's probably a mild-tempered guy. He does constructive anger, probably. And listen, if these guys, look, it's shocking, really. A lot of money invested in there. It's shocking about. There's some thing I put up about Mourinho said that Martial is lazy and Rashford is never a number 9, and Luke Shaw is another one that's a bit whatever. And he singled out all these guys when he was there, and nobody listened to him. They got rid of him rather than rock the boat. Sometimes you have to rock the boat, and they don't have players that will buy into being a professional footballer who's an elite athlete, and not just go on previous merits or basically your name. That won't wash in the Premier League. So I hope they get back to some sort of form and exciting United to watch. Pass and move down the wings and really shake it up. But really, for now, Liverpool have fallen to pieces a bit. 2 points in 2 games. Yes, I know they'll come back and do well, but they're down there at the minute. And Man City have a head start. Arsenal look phenomenal, exciting, and Chelsea looked all the better against Spurs for large parts. We got away with that one massively. Cucurella being pulled down, that was definitely out of order. And I do think Richarlison was in the eye of the sight of Mendy, but listen, that's the breaks, and I'm not complaining. I'm delighted, and I celebrate that. But I am worried that Spurs will be found out, and I can't really imagine that was the tactical masterclass of Conte, just to sit back there, let Chelsea have all them chances. Havertz, I just don't know. He is not a number 9. He's a false number 9. He's a false dawn of a 9. Yes, he's a false 9, all right, because he isn't a 9. They need to sort that situation out, and I think Breuer needs to be given a go. So somebody big up front. Chelsea always were good with someone big up, from Kerry Dixon back in the 80s. Didier Drogba, Lukaku before. They've had some massive, brilliant, massive number 9s to hold the ball up. And I just think that some ways are just the ethos of the club. And I think United I don't think they will ever get back to the way they were if they're playing this, patient, possession-based football. And expected that they need to have more energy. And anyway, that's the rant done. Jesus, play on the life of Brian. Jesus truly is the Messiah. He is the Messiah. Then his mother comes out, Mary, and says, "No, he's a very naughty boy." You're probably too young to have seen the film or know it, whatever. I don't know, but if you have and know what I mean, Jesus is truly the Messiah. He's flying away, and Gunners deem him a very good boy, of course. Look, he's FPL gold. He's a new lease of life. He's away from that City rotation. He's playing with a smile on his face. Jesus cites 4 useless sites, which was Leicester City 2. And we're going to have to worry a lot about Leicester. they can score, yeah, but they can't keep any clean. But Fofana and all this, Castagna was meant to be leaving at the start of the season. He hasn't. Fofana is worth like 150 million. I have no idea what he's done. He's just I don't rate the guy at all, but apparently he must have the individual stats to back up what they're doing. But and Schmeichel obviously was the rock, and they're going to take a long time. It's a bit like the United Kasper Schmeichel, his father, Peter Schmeichel at United. They took a long time to replace them, and they had a few howlers in before they got in. Not De Gea, but the other, the Dutch keeper. You all know who I'm on about. Right, this is the big mock-up here. We have Sean Shaky Herr, Robbie Herr's son. Sean's Hippy Shakes captivate all comers on the Christy Nicholson dance floor. So we all have the Christy Nicholson. He's number one, top of the pops here. Sean is top of the FPL pops in the Christy Nicholson Pub League. A massive 155 points. Oh my God, that's like 80 points. He's averaging nearly 80 points a game week. If he keeps this up, he's going to win this hands down. It'll be the overall. I've heard that he's taking it massively serious. He's looking at his own podcast. I encourage anybody to do their own thing. There's no exclusive rights to anything. I just do this for the record, and I do enjoy doing it. But the Hippy Shakes rocks up to the top 111,000 in FPL overall. Hippy Shaky Shakes rock up. That's pretty hard to say, but I've done my best there. This is obviously Shakin' Stevens in his famous pinky sort of blazer. Very famous guy. He sang the song Merry Christmas time. Merry Christmas, everyone. So anyway, it's not Christmas yet, but I kind of nearly need until Christmas to get back to anywhere in the Christy Nicholson May. It's going to be a long haul for the guru to be that evergreen top 10. And that's myself. If you're going to be at the bottom of the pile, you're going to have a bad time. Yeah, it's pretty obvious that, isn't it? Out of 75, I'm 73rd. So it's a total load of baloney. Guru turns to POO-RU. I am definitely POO-RU and POO-RU at this game. No denying Guru. I'm all lost to see. Hands up. Yeah. But I'm going to keep it at what I've done. I'm just going to lay low and just do the basics and just see what pans out and see if we get a couple of captaincies right. Yeah, but this year it seems to be all about these very cheap midfielders from 5 to 6.5 midfielders that are absolutely destroying it this year. You know, De Silva, you know, and Pascal Gross, and there's loads of value down there. That, you know, even from Martinelli, it's, you know, 6.2. He's flew up. You know, it's just it's a tale of these guys. The 8 million dudes, they're not doing it so much. Okay, Kulusevski, blanked, he's done well. Madison chipping in okay. Saka's done nothing. Shocking what Saka is. Well, what's happened to Saka? I don't know. But it's not. I don't know. I don't know. But it just feels as if you don't need to have 5 midfielders this season. It's either a 4-4-2 or a 4-3-3 or a 4-4-2, something like that. I think a 3-4-3, you're not getting the value in regard to defenders. I think James is brilliant. Koulibaly is a great option. Either or. Yeah, people were going on about what you do with goalkeepers. I just think the 5.5 is great value, but yeah, it's coming to a stage that people are going to bite the bullet more with these cheaper midfielders, and that's where it is. People will take risks, then they'll be able to get their mandatory. You know, I think Edison's the only guy. and Sa as well after that penalty save from Mitrovic, and Wolves generally don't concede too much. So yeah, I think Sa from Wolves is my option. That yeah, I think he is a great option. Penalty saves, and also West Ham as well. That Dean Henderson, another penalty save as well, which totally miffed me off of Mitrovic, and he should have nearly got sent off as well. He loses the head when that sort of baloney happens to him. So it could have been a lot worse than -1 point. When Mitrovic could have been -3 because he would have been sent off before the 60 minutes. So say la vie, whatever. Yeah, say la vie. There's time ahead, and good luck to everybody that's flying it. We'll have a look at the league table in a minute, but obviously Sean Herr and the likes of Sean Sniper, Gilday, and Luigi Healy and Adrian Starman Phillips. They're having massive, very, very good seasons. And keep it going. And no begrudgery, open. It's listen, every dog has his day, and it's just a total flip this season for myself. Let's have a look here. What else have we got here? Just a word out to Adrian Starman, 85, phenomenal. He's the top dog of the week. Dazza Duffy always does well at the beginning, but then fades around October. Patrick Caulfield's always in it. I think he finished top 10 this year. I'm not sure. Last year, Faceman Healy's back in it with a lot of vigor and optimism and effervescence as well. He's very excited about it compared to last year. He faded out a lot. I think that's where I am this year. I'm fading out, and I might come back next year with a bit of endeavor and a bit more renewed excitement about the whole thing. Yeah, just a shout out for Sean Herr because last week he was also in the commendables, which is with his 80, 85 or 86 odd. We must have got 87 actually because that adds up to 155. So, or the 80, well, whatever. Anyway, Jack Malone, Jack the dancer for money, Malone. Yeah, he's on the money there at 78. I hear he's very excited, and he's, listen, these guys when they have a few bad game weeks, like I've had all my bad game weeks. I hope that I ever have to experience, and just how people react when they get that bad game week when everyone else has got 40 points on them. That's a blowout, and in the season you can't have too many of them. You need to be consistently over them 50 points minimum. Fergie, Great Guns Walsh as well, 76, phenomenal. And Thomas Cunyon are third place in 2017. He has a Top Dogs trophy to his name, 76. But yeah, apart from Faceman here, he's got his first trophy as well 2 years ago and second. Everyone else here is, still yet to go down that road and have them accolades. And that's about it for the video, just roughly done. I won't have too many of them videos, so that's enough about my team. Yeah, this is the team. Any price rises? Let's have a look quickly here. This is today's price rises. Yeah, De Bruyne's gone up to 12.1. Tony's gone up. He's got some good fixtures coming up. People are biting the bullet with him now. They have good fixtures, and he's penalty taker, and he looks good. Pulisic's gone down. Stones is down. He's not starting games. Deli's gone down. A lot of 4-point, lots and lots of players popping down as people realize they're not starting and they're not getting game time. So Tierney's always injured. It looks like he could be phased out with that Zinchenko. Zinchenko looks absolutely phenomenal. Dallas was much touted, but he's gone down as well. Loads of people have flew out of him. I don't know why anyone's got McTominay in their teams, but some do. Salisu after their own goal. No, Salisu, he's Southampton. I think you talk about Saliba. He did get the own goal, so we'll see. We'll see. It's such a good first game. Jury's still out with him. Haaland's got up to 11.7, so another price rise there. So I'm more or less priced out of that guy. I have the money to get. I don't really can stomach Haaland anymore. After that, if he can't score against the Cherries, Bournemouth, You know, of course he's going to score goals. You know, of course, and that's massively frustrating. There's a consequence. Maybe I'm biting my nose to bite my face because he's not scored. I'm throwing my toys out of the pram and said, I don't want that Haaland toy. I never want it again. And that's basically what I've done this season. Totally childish, the whole lot, and acted like a baby. And I should have probably held on another price rise, but I don't care. I've got Kane. I'll go with that. And totally off him after the first game against Southampton. Absolutely did nothing. And now I'm back to Kane. That is just gobbledygook. It really is. Seriously. Walker, at least I have Walker. He's gone up 5.1, deserved. Ronaldo's going down. He should be flicking down to about 9.9. He just, I have no faith in Ronaldo. He just doesn't want to be there, and he's not playing, and he doesn't want to get injured and then be stuck at United for another year. Another year to him is like an eternal immortality. A year to him is another year dead, basically, in the footballing world. He has no hope of getting another Ballon d'Or ever again. The Messi train has done him, and he's just going to have to get over himself. Simple as that. No player is greater than the club of Man United. He's a disgrace, in my opinion. You know, forsaking the club. It just goes to show he never loved that club, ever. Not the likes of Cantona and Brian Robson, Bobby Charlton. You know, they love the club. And I mean, like, so and so do like Matthew Letitia for Southampton, love the club. I love players that love their club and play there. You know, Kane has proven now that he's stuck, maybe not so much of his own, but at least he's still there and we'll get over it. And like Steven Gerrard at Liverpool, he's stuck. Chelsea were coming in, he's stuck. Them to me are legends. Alan Shearer, another one. Anyway, rambling a bit. Antonio's gone down because he's not scoring and he's got his old half of last season. He's nothing. People have realized Coutinho is not there anymore. He's passive. Daka could be value, but Vardy's in there. I think. Yeah, I was looking for Harvey Barnes, but yeah, I've got a feeling he could go down. Laporte is injured, so he will be good value. I'll keep an eye out for Laporte and sneak him in, possibly. But I think it's the City defense really. You can, or you know, if you can get in De Bruyne, great. Foden could be still, you know, value. Who scored there the other day, you know, against the Cherries. So okay, Martinelli's gone up another 0.1. So yeah, he's just unavoidable. Loads of people have got him. Rodrigo now. This De Silva is just an absolute walking legend. What's it? I know people are saying, "Oh, that goal he scored against the Gay. The Gays pushed it in," but he scored, and it's a confidence game. He's took the shot, and he's full of confidence. And what more do you want for 4.6, 4.5, 4.6? An absolute steal. God, Bruno Fernandes is falling at a height. Havertz can't score. Mahrez can't get a game. Lewin can't get game time. He's always injured. Sancho can't find his form. He looks lost. Jimenez has lost all his football and game after he's like Humpty Dumpty. He had the great fall and he'll never be put back together again. Rashford is still living off the gas fumes of royalty and sirhood and listen, noble causes, but since something drastic has gone wrong with Rashford, and you have the other dude that was there for a while, can't even remember his name, the young dude. He's not there anymore. People will know who I'm on about. But United have a bit of a history with young players now, not really living to their Greenwood, who's what I'm trying to think of. Absolutely ran out now. I think he's not at the club anymore. Wood, well, he acts like a plank of wood for Newcastle, and I don't think he'll ever get another look in there. He's deadwood as far as no hope. I mean, like metaphorically, he is. Perisic, look, he will get game time. But for me, right now, Sessegnon is the man, and fair play to Peseric, good guy. But he should be looking to get in that team and not giving so much advice to a young one who could have replaced him. That's not why Perisic went. I think I've got a funny feeling his experience in the Champions League is where it's at. Really, that's the key. That's why he's been brought in, and he's an old Conte. stalwart that's from Juventus. So I think he will be good value. I'd love him to go down 5.3. I'm watching for bargains here. So I think Perisic at a later date will be someone to keep an eye out, especially in the second half of the season when we get into Christmas after the World Cup. And I think Laporte is another bargain. They're my bargain dudes that I like. I think Laporte will be phenomenal to get. He's already dropped. I've got MK at 11.4, so I made a 0.1 million anyway. And he will probably rise in potential. If he starts scoring again, he'll go up, especially if Haaland is blanking. So this Laporte down to 5.9, good value. Ramsey, well, that was, no, absolutely airbrained. Yeah, Shaw De Gea gone. Nobody wants United assets now. Absolutely nobody. And like you think De Gea, he gets save points. He gets save points. United are rubbish now. You can't even save the good ones or the bad shots. You can't even save them. Like total, it's like after the Lord Mayor show or something where they're all out of their head and they're not going to be right for a month after it. Price changes. This is just 2 days ago, so we kind of know all this stuff already. It's the same old. Really interesting to have looked at that. Let's have a quick look at that. This is only the king of the travelers. We've only 2 game weeks, the stand-ins here. Let's have a look quick. Sean Herr is flying away. He's beaten everybody he can. He's got the best scores. So he's going to be up there. Sean Gilday again, another, say, Starman's up there. He's won his 2 in a row. Donald Silvermines O'Brien is up there, having a very good season. 144 is phenomenal. All these scores are brilliant. Like this is the standard of the Christy Nicholson League here. This is the top dogs, and listen, it's not all about me. Please, folks, I'm going to focus more on the people that need to be focused on. For the sake of the whole lot, Luke Walsh doing very well. Neenan's already lost 145. Not a bad. That's the thing about he's only 10 off the top, so he won't be doing too much wrong, and he'll always be the standard. He's the standard. The commando is the standard. And look at Connor Hussey doing very well, just a point behind. So that's where you need to be. You shouldn't be languiding on 87 points and giving 58 points to see who you finished second to last year. So that's just criminal, and that's season ending. Like I feel my season is finished. It's over. And listen, I'm not going to cry over it. I just accept it. I'm pragmatic about this stuff. Marky Phillips, steady as she go, 137, phenomenal. And a good 28 there this season. That's the most we've had for a long time at the King of the Travelers. A shout out to Stevie Stret Nolan. He just managed to get in. It would have been nice, but anyway, there's the Guru in 0, and that's my lot there. That's matches. Yeah, I lost out Tommy Canal, the great game week. Adrian Phillips, Don Joseph, Lochran, and the others, Keith Robinson. So anyway, it's pretty early days in regard to this, but we'll see where we are in another 5, 6, 7 game weeks. Yeah, we'll see where we are. Right, this is the current standing here, the Christy Nicholson. As you see, Sean Herr there is flying away. The Hippy Shaky Shakes. Lochrea, great find. Brilliant, inspirational call there. He's even got Pickford on the bench. Alexander Arnold is he's got a great bonus point, but he's not getting clean sheets. Anyone Robinson and Alexander will be gutted. Look at Diaz. I had Diaz at the beginning in my team, but I decided to get rid of him to get in Darwin, and that backfired. To get rid of Jesus, it's a total merry-go-round of baloney for me. Cancelo has come back. He's the real deal. Got an assist. James really attacking, and he scored. And Trippier. This is the team that you'd want to wildcard to right there, and he's got this more or less straight off. Whether he said didn't grow up from the beginning, I'm not sure. I doubt it. Haaland, the captain, but 19 points for Jesus. He's so heavily owned now that I think it's a bit of a pointless task for me to have gotten Jesus now, since he's already got the 19 points, and that's 19 points I'll never get back on those people that had him for game week 2. And there's probably never any other reason to get rid or to get rid of Jesus now. He's going to get all the game time. He's the number one, and Nketiah is just going to be on the bench and been thrown on in a few Europa games. Jesus the man, so I'm kind of goosed really with Jesus. The only way is if I captain him for the whole season, and I might just get something back on Jesus owners because he's not going to stop scoring. And then and Martinelli. So it's a phenomenal team. It's brilliant. And listen, he's given me the hippie shakes here, the heebie-jeebies. He's that good. Or Sean. So congratulations to Sean in there. It's everybody. There's a few alternative captaincy picks, fair play, but most of everybody's gone for Haaland, as you can see. What else? Shane Healy, a shout out for Faceman, a phenomenal start to the season, 153, setting the pace. Again, everyone's gone the Haaland route. Andres is playing attacking number 10 midfielder for Fulham, so that's no brainer. Archer won't get game time. Perisic on the bench, very good. He's got some versatility there. Neto, yeah. Listen, this is very similar to the template that was at the beginning of the season, and I know I kind of been denigrating the template a bit, but it was proved right. The template was right, especially those that would have just had these suits at the beginning and had their 5-4-1. But I'm basically no one to give advice to any of these guys. Just giving a general impression. Diaz, wow, Salah, and that's probably the three to have Liverpool going forward now. Darwin for me is I know his Liverpool career isn't finished, but I'm pretty angry and down and out with that guy. Nico Williams has come on and got his first clean sheet. He's come into the team. Again, I don't have him, which is a sick. What a player. He's come on and he's got a clean sheet. Patrick Caulfield, again, he's pretty good. He's getting better and better every year. And again, the similar sort of team to Faces, except for the goalkeeper. He's gone for Ramsdale. That was a very brave call. Look, that shows that he's got thinking. He's a thinker, and he's looking for alternatives already. And he's only 4 points down, and that could have been an absolute genius decision. About 30% of the people captain Salah, so he's a real differential this week, and it just didn't quite pay off. A shocking performance in Liverpool. They started really rusty and not all together, and I just don't think Milner, and a few of the others, Elliott, and it's a few other young ones, and nowhere near the races. I'd say there was 3 or 4 of them that played there. Henderson is just like some sort of Robin Hood that comes on for either 30 minutes or 60 minutes. And I don't know if he's good enough. He should be playing all the minutes. It's a very strange one to figure out. Sean Gilday. So this is really good. The top dogs are here in force. Sean Gilday, some standouts. Great start to the season. I'd love all these teams. I would die and love and want. Cancelo. I have to figure when you're chasing these guys and you're already massively down after 2 game weeks, getting these guys in is just like surrendering. And that's the problem when you get off to a terrible baloney start. You just have to hope that these great guys don't play and they don't live up to their potential, which is very hard for them not to do. Jeremy Phillips, the big friendly giant. He's in it again, and he's well up there, 149. Great start. All these, okay, yeah, nothing similar enough. Kept fit with Perisic. He got the assist from the corner against Chelsea with Kane's equaliser. Just gonna see Parker Wan he was our top dog from along with Joe Braid, game week 1. He hasn't popped down much. He's still up there, 7 points. Like going down like 18, 20 places. You're talking 18 points difference. It's all serious. It's all a great start. Like 126 is still a good start. Shame about getting Dahlia to Saliba was a bad one for Gary Higgins. He's gone from one donkey to another. In all fairness, with the own goal, that was just And Daliot, you can't have any United player in that team. Everyone's transferring their United. Off Bernardo, he came on. I think I thought he got assist, but it might have been an own goal thing. So yeah, Bernardo's still at the club, but will he at the end of August? Who knows? Persic to Walker. I think it'd be nice to have both, but yeah, Walker, no doubt there for Cal Carney. Not a bad start, great start. I'd love to have that start myself, but 30 points down on quality players is just hard. He's still in the Digne trap. I was in the Digne trap at the first game. I had Bailey Digne. Shocking to have them. Terrible to have them in there. What else to say? We've got the Starman here. Best score of the week. Top dog for Gameweek 2. Martinelli, Dalios. He got 85, and with Dalios in the team, wow. Nico Williams is in there. Yeah, De Bruyne captain. That was a great pick, great alternative pick for De Bruyne's got his goal. He probably got an assist and 3 bonus points. So yeah, he's got De Bruyne, Kane. He's got 3 premiums somehow. He's still got Jesus, and he's got some quality low midfielders like Podence is playing in a pretty high position, sometimes a false 9. Very interesting to have there. He's got some wild cards there, not too much. Dalian will have to go. White or Nico could go in. Forest are just playing out of their skin. So he's got getting away with this very well. He's done well. Andrews has come in there, so he's gone for the 3 premiums. Well, Jesus should be a premium the way he's playing. So, yeah, let's see. He's not afraid to mix it up. That's not a template team, and he's going to do it his way. And that's what I think you need to have, is to sometimes get off this template. Because I want to be off the template. I don't want to have a template. I don't want to do with it. I think go your own way, and you can steal a march if the template is totally the wrong place, and then everybody's scrambling. Jack Malone, just a heads up, he's gone from Kane to Haaland. That was the standard one, so he's on the ball. Cancelo, terrific. Look, all that team is phenomenal. There's no weaknesses. Neto, possibly if he's some money in the bank. Bailey he'll come on as a sub, but not much on the bench. But yeah, look, who am I to say anything bad against our Jack the Dancer Malone? Joey Neenan, last year's winner, top 62,000 last year and the top 79,000 the year before. Great pedigree. Still in the Digne trap. He'll be miffed off with that. It's only a point, I know, but that's been coming on the cards. Digne getting minuses. Cancelo, James, look, all this is phenomenal. He's kept with Jesus, and yeah, he's got the standard points. Not made much in a line of mistakes, and he's very tidy player, and he will be up there. Only 10 points down, and that's nothing. He can make that up in his sleep. Donny O'Brien in 11th. Shout out for Donny here. Gone for Ericsson. That's interesting. Too much in the line. Henderson. That must be, yeah, he's for Forest, but he must have went out on loan. That's Dean Henderson. So very interesting to have that guy in there. It must be kicking himself. It would have been a lovely 14 points. It would have made him top dog this week. But they're still there, those 2 Forests. Very good. Ericsson, that's playing for United. I wouldn't have any United players. I'm sorry. But there's a few things to figure out. Ramirez. So yeah, it's very alternative. Some picks here, so all good here. And good luck to him. Good start. 144. So all these Connor Hussey finished 5th last season. Ramsdale, he's got the triple Arsenal, the triple City. Not much going wrong. The more I look at these teams, the more I think I have to go triple Spurs and just pray. And maybe De Bruyne is the best pick out of the whole lot, that he'll be the most consistent over the season. So I might be taking minuses, but I see not many have De Bruyne, so I'm going to have to go alternative already, and I'm going to have to get off. At least I got Kane in. I just have to go totally alternative premium. But most of these guys will have wild cards, and they'll be able to get off Haaland when the more tricky fixtures come. And during the Champions League, when he will be rested and his minutes will be managed. Yeah, so like Neto, Jesus there, Robertson template, these pretty template so far, very stable, very solid. That's points coming from everywhere. I love the 72. I know it's not as good as the 80 or the 7, but I like the average of all these points. Bailey will come off the bench. Andrew, so his bench isn't too bad. Last year we were saying he had too much money in the bench at the start. He's got it right this year. He's got the playing goalkeeper, and this guy will, who knows, will he? It's just handy to have playing subs, and he's got the playing subs in this year. And great start, and there's not much that will go wrong. And good luck to Connor now this year. He'll be hoping to crack the top four and at least get what I felt he deserved to get last season. But fifth is still a phenomenal finish. And good luck to our Rossi, our resident Rossi. Connor Freely, yeah, good stuff. Yeah, Mount is in there, Bailey. There's a Duffy with a very, very good score of 83. Just have a quick mention of our man footballer. Look, he always has a great start, Daza. He's always on the pulse. If I had his starts, I'd be way. I'd probably top 100, top 1,000, top. His starts are just legendary, and then he won't keep it going. That's a frustrating. I'm totally frustrated. Brilliant. Now Rashford, that's a mistake. Any United is a mistake. So if he's listening, just get off Rashford, Daliot, figure it out. Get off Bailey. That's a phenomenal start. 83 with 3 duds in it. It's Houdini stuff. He's got De Bruyne right. He's made great captaincy decision, a differential. This is just keep it up. He's gone. He's chose De Bruyne, which was probably good. Over, I think now at this stage, I would be going to De Bruyne over Haaland anyway. But I'm going to try and figure out what to do with my funds. Get a few more mid priced midfielders in there. Get my De Bruyne in a pair tree, and I have to get alternative. I like alternative music anyway. John C. Halpin, a shout there. Martinelli, yes, finally took the Martinelli Kool-Aid. A few more going down. Fergie Walsh, let's have a look at Highbury FC. 76, terrific score, phenomenal stuff. Had a great game week. Where did the points come from? Sanchez, good stuff. Haaland, it was Embuomo, good stuff there. Alternative, he's got his own personality to it all. He's got his 3 resident Gooners, which is fine. Wow, there's not much white in that team. You know, I mean in the Spurs white. Yeah, maybe it's the season to keep off Spurs, but they definitely rewarded those last season. Shawnee Fitzmaurice, have a quick look at the Shawnees. He's got Shar, very good. De Silva, very, very good. Foden, good. He's trebled up with the City, phenomenal. Jesus, De Bruyne will be interesting. He probably did come on. He probably had somebody else there. I don't know, but Breuer could be a cheap Chelsea alternative if they lose patience with Havertz, which I think Breuer does anything right at Chelsea, he could get the start. Or Havertz needs to be pushed out in the wing somewhere where he can run at defenses, not be wasted, missing chances from like 5 yards. That's not him. He's not clinical enough. He never will be, and he's not good in the air either. So, and he also can't win a tackle when he gets fouled. Yes, heads up to our Bentancur who got the tackle in there. He got the ball. He took his man. And the Chelsea 2-2. Reglon, no way, Sean. Get rid ASAP. He's been frozen out of the Spurs squad, along with a few others like Lo Celso. So yeah, there's 4 of them being frozen out of Spurs. So get rid if you're watching, Shawnee, please. Marky Oracle Phillips, a healthy 173. Not too far off. He's within striking range, 18 points. That's fine. That can be made up. Just don't have a disaster. 61's frustrating. Had a great first game week. Looking at this is all fine. Son is, I'm sure he will come good. He's got Son, Salah, and Haaland, and he's 2. So that's fine. That's fine. That is. Almiron, not so sure. Trippier is the guy to have. Shar has been good. He's already gone up to 4.6. Bailey, get rid. Williams, good to have. De Silva, phenomenal. Oh my God, it's just to make a call of Bailey. Like Well, I think the only right thing I made was getting rid of Bailey and Dinya in game week 1 and just leave it at that. Or I did the wild card and got rid of them that way. But anyway, Joe Braid has dropped back a lot since getting the joint top dogs with Parker 1 in game week 1. So yeah, the Salah captaincy, and he's no Haaland, so not much in the line of Spurs. What just didn't get he's got the Martinelli points. I think De Bruyne is going to be the man really for me. De Bruyne is going to be the man that might get me back. Okay, so that let's wrap it up there. At the moment, we've got Owen Loveboat Rowe, our lad from Claremorris. Let's get a bit of blue talk here for the Claremorris people. Anyone that knows Owen, he's a Mayo County hurler based in Claremorris. Great guy, great dress style. On the Loveboat Row. Yeah, so Alexander Cancelo, fine. Not a bad score. Cash is a worry. Neto's not doing anything. Odegaard's not the Arsenal guy to have. Martinelli is time to. It's a really hard situation. You're already like quite a bit down, and also in the overall, and then you're getting the guys everybody else has ahead of you. So I'm just going to go different. I'm not going to get in the same guys, and I've already mentioned I'm going to get in Laporte when he drops a bit in price, and definitely De Bruyne, and figure out and do a bit of twist and shaking because I like a bargain, Andrea. So yeah, good luck to Owen there. He's look Raya. I got a great bench in there, hasn't he? A lot. Ray against United, I suppose it was hard call, and Spurs against Chelsea. It's probably a calculated statistical risk that Chelsea might win 1-0, 2-0, and then you get your points, and Raya will come on you. If you're a United fan, it's hard to put in Raya against your home club. Perisic is going to be good in the future. Great option. He is quality. His corners are great. I like his corners. He could be in just on corners alone. Who in God's name wants Harry Kane taking him again after that World Cup? He can't take a free, he can't take a corner. The only thing you do is take a penalty. They say like 2 out of 3 are bad, but you don't even have 2 out of 3 with corners, free kicks, and penalties. 1 out of 3 is what he can do, and that's what he can do. That's his gift. Varane for Trippier, that's a good move. So Michal Waldron is on it, keeping an eye on things. He's tipping over. Good start. Bit of a disappointing 48. I got a 35, so don't worry about Mick. You start off with a lot of United, which is a frustration. Darwin is a frustration as well. Yeah, he did. Oh, I thought he had more United than that. He must have subbed. Yeah, he had Varane, and he got in Trippier. That's a good call. I like Trippier. I'm glad I have him anyway. He will do me. Nyla Richardson, unlucky at that massive 6-4 reverse against Knock Kilchamot in the Mayo Association Super League. It's going to be hard, and it's going to be tough. We still have games, but never give up the hope, guys. Let's hope Ballyhaunis Town pull through in the last 3 or 4 we have. It's not impossible. It's not beyond the pale. So yeah, not bad. 66 clickety click. It will push him over, and that's good. And Rashford, look, I've said about Rashford, he needs to get rid of these too much United in there. Ward, Everson, he's gone for that route. It's fine for the moment. Okay, Richie, best of luck. Salt and chili chips. So yeah, can't really say too much more. Look, everyone's got 60s, 70s. It's shocking how you can get 35 points out of that gaming. But I managed it. Absolutely well done. Congratulations. Great stuff. Great stuff. Well, just looking at it again, at least Bowen's going to be my alternative pick if he fires. I haven't got rid of Mitrovic yet, but if he fires, Darwin's gone. Haaland's in for Kane, and I'm going to just go totally alternative. I think I'm going to find a way to get De Bruyne in there, Laporte when he's fit, and there's another dude that's gone down a price that I think I mentioned already in the previously. I forget, but I like the look of the other guy. It's dropped in price, I think. So that's it, folks. Looking for the next game week. Look, you guys know better than myself. what you're going to do. You don't need any advice. Look, United and Liverpool on Monday night on the 22nd. That should be an absolute horror show, but Liverpool are playing so inefficiently. They're really struggling to get a foothold in that game. I don't care what anyone says, but Robbo and Trent, like they're being found out defensively. There's something just not quite right. The season's come too early, I feel, for Liverpool. A lot like West Ham, just not clicking and a bit off it. And I think when Jota gets back, that's a guy I might jump on. Jota, might jump on Jota. Have to do something. Have to do something out of the box. And this is going to be the hardest ever season I'm ever gonna. I've just been given by the gods a pile of baloney and absolutely go and make a silk purse out of a pig's ear or a sow's ear. That's where I'm at. Look for so lo and behold, Everton are firing, they aren't scoring. Fulham against Brentford. Now that's going to be interesting. That's a local South London derby. Look, I couldn't call that. Leicester, Southampton, the battle of probably the two worst teams in the Prem so far, defensively. Bournemouth, that could be a cricket school. Well, look, Bournemouth have done so well just to keep it down to 4-0, and they got their win against West Ham. So we'll see where Bournemouth really are when they come across a well-drilled, proper Mikel Arteta team. They've kept faith in Mikel Arteta, and listen, you just need to keep players off the injury list, and Arsenal could actually have a good run at the title this year. Never mind the top four. And that's, I mean, they got Nketiah to come off the bench and a few other good. They got a few guys injured. There's Sanchakra starting to do stuff as well. So Palace Villa, there's a lot of met to be met games, and it's 50-50 games. And if you go with your Everton based players versus your Forest based or your Villa based players versus, it's really a 50-50 call to me. Most of them. That Saturday is dangerous. Chelsea now, they look pretty good, but they've been given a terrible jolt there against Spurs, shockingly enough. West Ham, Brighton, I worry for West Ham against Brighton. They look a proper unit. It's really hard to know. Look, I suppose the tried and trusted City, bank on City. People just back Mo, I suppose, for captaincy against United. That could be a no-brainer. Anyway, I'm not going to give too much advice, just highlighting what's for game week 3. So best of luck, everybody. God bless. Have a good evening. And the POO-RU out.